Hi everyone, my name is Abraham Avila and I'm going to talk with you about the children and adolescents in Mexico that live in poverty. So let's start. Around of 19 million of children and adolescents do not have a dignified life. This is because their economic situation is not good, and the programs of the government for solve this problem are not helping those minors, and they, with their parents, have to look how to live with this big problem. In my opinion, not only the government, the people in general don't respect the human rights of the poor people, less to the children and adolescents, and they are not part of the change for help and probably solve this problem. The part of the inclusion is in charge of the school and the community where the children and the adolescents live. Some children and adolescents that fortunately live with a stable economy don't have empathy with these people, and they exclude them of the group for strange reasons. And exist laws oppose discrimination with the poor people, but it's not enough. There, their parents, teachers, and the adults in church should teach their sons and students respect to the children and adolescents that don't have the same economic than they. Fortunately, the discrimination in the gender equity is not a factor of the poverty, but it doesn't mean that the people and the children can't discriminate to the poor people. Here, the poverty could affect to the diversity and the multiculturalism in the children and adolescents, because the problem can oppose that the poor people don't have the opportunity for know their culture and don't put it in action, or feel themselves part of the nation. The poverty with a social responsibility is a bad factor because the poverty breaks the advance in the country. And considering that the half of the future in Mexico lives in poverty, it's a strong knock for Mexico. If we see the legal framework of Mexico, we can find some laws or human rights that the poor people don't have or are not fulfilling. For example, the equality and prohibition of discrimination, equality before the law, liberty of the person, right to personal integrity and security, freedom of expression, freedom of conscience, right of access to justice, legal certainty for criminal defendants, right of the victim or offended, right of access to information, right to protection of personal data, right of petition, right to citizenship, education rights, right to health, right to housing, right to water and sanitization, right to food, right to healthy environment, right to identity and free development of personality. In conclusion, the poverty in children and adolescents is a problem that not only the government but also the people in general should help for the poverty disappear. If it doesn't disappear totally, at least the percent of the people that live in poverty disappear considerably. My possible solution would be make a day in the year or 2 days or 3 days, and in those days donate food, toys, pantry or money, and go and give to the poor people and try to improve their economic and help them.